Hello, my name is Robin, and I want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch this new video of mine. A while back, I flew with Air Canada on the Airbus A321 from Toronto to Edmonton. And then 2 weeks ago in my video, I flew from Vancouver to Edmonton on their Airbus A320. But there's one more member of the A320 family in the Air Canada fleet that I haven't flown on, and that's the Airbus A319 that we're flying on today. We're flying back to Vancouver, but this time we're flying on business class. So come with me to the lounge here in Edmonton and then on to Vancouver afterwards. Let's go. After flying with Air Canada on economy a fair few times and premium economy once, today it is time to put their short-haul business class to the test. Business class passengers enjoy priority check-in, and only people with super elite status with the airline get priority over you. A business class ticket also includes 2 free checked bags. I've been at the airport of Edmonton quite a lot now, and the airport itself isn't something spectacular. But I do really enjoy these large windows at the gates that give a great view of parked aircraft, like this 16-year-old Airbus A320 that I just come in from Montreal. A business class ticket of the flag carrier of Canada also grants you access to the Maple Leaf Lounge. I have featured the lounge here in Edmonton before on this channel, so today I will just show you the few highlights this small lounge has to offer. The lunch buffet is somewhat limited with salad, soup and bread, but what I'm particularly a fan of are these incredibly comfy lounge chairs. The business area has several computers with a printer that I used to print some documents for my trip. Of course, there's a handy screen with all Air Canada departures too, so that you can see if your flight has started boarding yet. Even easier is using the Air Canada app. It sends real-time notifications to your phone when the gate opens, and as my gate was located right across from the lounge, I didn't have to leave until I got my queue. The Airbus A319 we're flying on for this trip report is with almost 21 years even older than the A320 we saw before. Our seat today is 2A, which I chose after looking up recommendations on Seat Guru, where this seat was shown in green. After takeoff, we'll see if the seat indeed deserves the green color. No welcome drink was handed out, and instead, a bottle of water was waiting on the armrest of my seat, together with a small pillow. This flight today is part of a trip around North America that I've just recently completed. Besides this flight on Air Canada, I've also tried out Mexican airlines like Viva Aerobus, Volaris, and Aeromexico, and I've flown on Delta. Of course, during all my travels, I share this on my social media accounts, and if you want to follow my trips while they happen, I invite you to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. However, for now, enjoy the takeoff. The Airbus A319 has 106 seats in economy, 30 less than on the A320 that I flew on earlier. In the front of the aircraft, you can find 14 business class seats. The seats here are in a 2-2 configuration and therefore wider and have more legroom. The seats have an adjustable headrest and a wider armrest so you don't have to battle with your neighbor to be able to use it. I understand why the seat is green on Seat Guru. It has absolutely tons of legroom here. Meal service commenced not long after takeoff and started off with a hot towel. There was a choice between two cold meals and I chose the one with the prawns. And I was absolutely amazed by the presentation. The meal looked super fresh and I wouldn't be surprised if the cherry tomatoes were actually cut just before serving. Though the prawns did lack some flavor here. And a reminder to myself to always check my teeth before I record myself. Oh well. The tray table can be found in the armrest opposite of the center armrest. The table cannot be folded and doesn't have an indentation for a cup, but it can be moved forwards and backwards to cater to smaller passengers. In the center armrest, you can find two universal power outlets, the button to allow recline, and another retractable table that was missed by the cleaning crew, but once the flight attendant noticed it, he promptly came over to get it cleaned. No big deal here. Having no seat in front of you, the reading material can be found in a pocket in the bulkhead. This includes the safety card for this aircraft and the airline's in-flight magazine en route. In the TV screen, you can also find a USB port to charge smaller devices. The overhead panel is not customized for business class and has 3 reading lights and 3 air vents like you have in coach. The bathroom on this 1-hour flight was kept pretty neat and had hand cream and hand soap from the brand Vitrevi. Then probably my favorite part of this whole flight, the part where we fly over the Rocky Mountains with incredible views. But please, keep watching until the end for my final 2 cents on this flight. Enjoy the landing.
Welcome to Vancouver. The local time is 12:33. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and the baggage stored until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.
Well, after a flight of about an hour and a half, we made it to Vancouver, and it is pretty sunny out here. The flight itself was really good, and Vancouver is probably one of my favorite airports to fly into. Flying over the Rocky Mountain is so incredibly beautiful. Our seat 2A is probably one of the best seats of the aircraft. It has a ton of legroom and privacy as well. The meal that was served looked incredible. It looked so fresh. Even the veggies on the plate looked like they were cut just this morning. The crew member in the business class cabin was super friendly, super nice. He even had some interest in asking me about all the recording I was doing, and it was overall just a really nice experience. I can definitely recommend this to fly again. Thank you very much for watching. If you like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next week.